Guys, welcome to the channel of love. I'm just looking at this little dude who's flying around my head. Look, he was just hovering right beside me as if he was wanted to be on camera. Have you gone? I can hear you. There you are. Something bizarre is going on out here with the wildlife. The birds are kind of going crazy. Let's see how this reading goes. Mr. Bumblebee just went past. Okay. That divine feminine keeps coming up, but I feel that this is a reading for the divine masculine. Okay. We've got Grumpy Donald out today. I'm going to put my shades on. Well, they're not mine. I still can't find. I'm missing 2 pairs of shades. Okay. I just had another look, but I came across these and it's like, okay, they do. They will do. Let's have a look and see what the story is today. Queen of Wands. Now, who is this today? Let's have a look. The Ace of Pentacles. The High Priestess. I'm not picking up an easy story. I'm not saying it's going to be a challenging time, but I'm not really sure what the storyline is. The 9 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. The 9 of Swords. I'm going to get another row. Okay, so I'm feeling here, the divine masculine is actually observing the divine feminine receiving her abundance. He's not feeling as strong as her. He's looking on kind of with admiration, and now he doesn't know what to do. It's she's receiving the abundance and he is struggling. So okay, let's pull one more row. The Emperor. Wonder why we got Donald today. Looks a bit grumpy. 2 of Pentacles. And the King of Swords. So I feel that this reading really has to do with the divine masculine's work life, career, occupation. Nine of Pentacles, divine feminine. So he's thinking about how the divine feminine does it, and it's kind of like, how does he make that transition? Because even though the abundance is coming in for the divine feminine, there was obviously a transition that she took, and he didn't. Oh, yeah. So this is what's on the mind. There you go. It's a transition card. Oh, I was wondering if I actually got any cards out to clarify, and I've got the Psychic Tarot. Okay. Underlying energy, the transition. Okay. So kind of doing things the divine feminine's way. So we have the divine feminine here. Magical, mystical, working with the law of attraction. Everything just seems to work out. She's happy, she's chatty, lively, abundant, which you can see here. The universe is kind of offering it to her on a plate. It just flows in for the divine feminine. Now, the next card we have is a major arcana, the High Priestess. It's about her knowing the truth, following the truth, trusting, having faith. And the masculine here is looking, I've done it the wrong way, that way. He's looking at the divine feminine. He looks wounded, as if to say, oh, what have I done? Because the next card's this one. It's like, how do I get myself out of this pickle? So now we have the Emperor on his throne, full of pride and ego. And you can see him looking out the corner of his eye as if he's kind of like contemplating. It's about, you have to let it go to let it flow. So we have the Emperor here wanting to regain his power. Got the infinity symbol here with the 2 pentacles. Infinite potential that lies within the divine masculine. And he's doing a bit of a juggling act here. He knows that. So now he's very much in his mind, considering, how do you stay so balanced when things get so choppy? And he's kind of like thinking, like saying that to the divine feminine in his mind. How do you do this? It's like, life's not working for me. How do you do it? Then we have the Tower. The universe is saying, well, you best find out. Not really you best find out. You already know. There's a transition. Okay, let's clarify. Come on, Donald. Cheer up. It's not all that bad. I saw the bottom of the deck. It's gone now. It was suffering in silence, and there was a feminine who was like on the cliff edge at the top, just like looking out, and the words were just suffering in silence. Like, how do you do it when you spend a lot of time suffering in silence so that you can find yourself? So let's clarify this Queen of Wands. Memories of love. I want to say that you're remembering the conversations that you've had with your divine feminine. It's kind of all coming back. Oh, Celine Dion, it's all coming back to me now. I'm just thinking of the words of that. There were moments of gold and there were flashes of light. There were things I'd never do again, but then they'd always seem right. There were nights of endless pleasure. I don't know the rest of the words. And I don't think I can go that high. Baby, baby, fine. Oh, okay, Celine, off you shoot. Being handed on a platter. So I feel that that's memories of love, remembering the divine feminine, the conversations, kind of like the clues. It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me now. Then we have this 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, which is the universe, is just now offering this abundance to the divine feminine. And it's like it's as a reward for having faith and trusting and surrendering. It's kind of like, well done for not completely losing the plot. She got it through kind of the process of maybe thinking that she was losing the plot. It's when you think that you're losing the plot that you kind of go within, you suffer in silence, but that's where you can actually connect. So there comes the reward for the Divine Feminine. I don't know where that came from, but it sounded pretty good. It sounded like it made sense to me, so can't wait to watch back. I do forget what I kind of say. Intuition. It's the reward for following. It's the High Priestess again. For following her intuition. For not being afraid of the dark, the silence, to face it. And it was delivered. The High Priestess. So the Divine Masculine's looking at the High Priestess. Like I said. Let's clarify this High Priestess. Moving on. The Divine Masculine knows that it's time to move on towards the light. He's got his watch now. Okay. I've been picking up on this energy for like over a week now, I think, about following suit. This is when you need to leave everything behind. It's the last hurdle. It's actually the final surrender. You then do come across the Ten of Wands, which is, you know, you learn to let go of the burdens, other people, self-forgiveness mostly. It's all about learning to forgive yourself, understanding that we all have our own life journey and we all have our own stories. All of us. So this Nine of Wands, solitude. Like I said, it's like the feminine found it within the solitude. The Nine of Wands is about following spiritual guidance as well. So she holds the book there. It's like she always had the answers. She's got her head down as if she is quite willingly prepared to let you find your own way. She will guide you. There's no kind of interference there. She's just, we can really kind of say that this is like maybe the Torah. So yeah, she's the Akashic records, the knowing it's all coming back now. Okay, then we have, someone's not sure how to get out of this now. I was thinking this yesterday about how I'm 42 and I'm just like, wow, that's a ripe old age to kind of be right now. Another 20, 30, 40 years doing this, influencing people, it's like, that's long enough, isn't it? To try and make a difference. So I don't really, and I mean, I've got my children who I am, you know, guiding, and the amount of people that I'm actually working with who are in their early 20s, and to kind of look and think, wow, you know, I never really found myself a mentor. I had to go out and like search online. I kind of woke myself up. I didn't have anybody to advise me until I went to kind of seek it externally. So there wasn't really anybody that kind of triggered me. I got introduced into network marketing, which took me on the path of personal development. And the first book I ever wrote, I haven't wrote a book just yet. The first book I ever read that was of a personal development nature was Jim Rohn, and I believe he wrote it with Chris Waldner, and it was 12 pillars. 12 pillars. And I got really addicted to self-discovery. I don't know why I'm shuffling, it's already come out. And just being that age where you've got enough experience, and it's kind of like perfect time. That's what I feel for me in my own life, enough experience, lots of life lessons. And anyway, so the Nine of Swords. I don't know what to do now, because this is the fulfillment of wishes. This is when it's a masculine card, it's a Nine of Cups. It's when you're feeling really emotionally satisfied, and you can go on to the Ten of Cups. This is about really living that life that you desire independently on your own, your dreams, your goals, your reason for being here, your contribution. Okay, let's have a look at Mr. Emperor. It's that surrender. So it's the Nine of Wands again. You've got spiritual support. You are being led through this, but you can feel that. You know that you can do this. Something to do with the violet. There's a violet ring here, and then he has like a puddle of violet. It will make some kind of sense soon, I imagine. I've picked up on it, so I have to say it. Let's say the ceiling's not falling down on you. I'm not sure. You do look like you're holding a stress ball there. So it's definitely a time to be spiritually strong. Allow divine to assist you. You have infinite potential within. You just need to learn how to balance things out. It's like learning how to balance those choppy situations out. You just need to learn the knack of it. Then things will flow. That's probably to do with the sharp tongue. That's all. It's another thing that's been picked up on is the sharpness of the Divine Masculine's tongue. So now you're really kind of, is this kind of wanting to know the the trade secrets? Oh dear. It kind of just, I don't know, they change. You get these kind of aha revelations. You just come to a deeper understanding. You don't really know what's going to trigger you. Whatever you're questioning, I suppose, what's on the forefront of your mind. It's what the universe is wanting you to look at. So let's look at this Two of Pentacles. Patience, temperance, it's balancing. Divine masculine, divine feminine energy within yourself. Once you find that within, you can then blossom. Okay. So temperance, got patience on here. Temperance is the card where you're blending the two cups. Divine masculine, divine feminine energy, and then you can normally walk up the path and go and claim your crown, your divineness. So it's the infinity symbol. It's about being balanced. That's what you need to do. Compassion, love. Partnerships and alliances come out with it as well. So actually having somebody by your side doing it makes it a lot easier because it's your support network. They balance you out. So you have like a buddy. Your divine feminine you will buddy up with. That's your strength. That's one of the keys as well. It's the strength of each other. Now we have the King of Swords thinking. Okay, thinking. Oh, they're all around me now. Look. Hello. That's Mr. Emperor there. He's thinking. Kind of looking at the cards. Look, just... Okay, I'm shuffling some minds out of the way. You don't want to get caught in here. Let's have a look at this King of Swords. Oh, come on. He's thinking. Okay. Right. Okay, Divine Masculines. It's cool. Just, it's good. Like I said, if it's on the forefront of your mind, then this is for the Divine Feminines card. Okay. So again, it's the transition, because the Divine Feminine, the Nine of Pentacles, is, we've got the Nine of Cups for the masculines, which he's having a bit of a headache about fulfilling his wishes. And the Divine Feminine, so that's the card he needs to work on. And the Divine Feminine works on the Pentacles, becoming the Nine of Pentacles, independent, dropping the neediness, the codependency, and being able to operate quite happily in all areas of her life independently. Okay. Now this is the transitional stage that she would have had to have gone through, which is normally kind of on the verge of losing everything and rebuilding, starting again. Clean slate, come out of the darkness, and you do things differently. You have different, you have boundaries that are set. Okay, you're stronger. So that's a transitional phase. I feel like I want to read this card, so let's read this one. Here it is. The number 5 physical card represents changes, challenges and losses, usually related to material or financial concerns. You may be losing some of the things around you, but you must acknowledge and know that besides existing as a physical being, you're an incredible and resourceful spiritual entity. Use your powerful forces within to help you through this difficult period. Everything changes for a reason, and this time isn't meant to be a punishment. Know that your current conditions will transform for the better. A positive question to ask yourself now is, what did I learn from this, and how can I avoid it in the future? Remember that there are lessons to be understood in everything. It's up to you, and you alone, to decide how long it will take for you to learn them. Okay. It's kind of like the lessons from the Divine Feminine. But it's up to you and you alone. Like I said, you have realizations. You can just wake up one day and just decide, I'm just going to be happy. It just happen like that. The Tower. The moment. Suffering in silence. So I feel that that's the Divine Feminine just saying, ask. When you've suffered in silence and you've come through the other side and you understand and you've learnt the lesson, you can discuss it. You can explain it hopefully in ways that might resonate, might make things easier. But it's only at the time when you're ready to be able to ask them important questions. The Tower. Suffering in silence. I feel that you really are feeling the actual loss of your Divine Feminine so much on your heart. It's like this aching. The sexual energy doesn't seem to be here so much today. I went to bed last night. Well, I was in bed last night and had a candle that was burning across the room. And when I looked at it, the candle was moving so like fast. I did take a video of it, but I don't think if the camera will pick it up. But you could see the flame, and the flame was flickering this way. And in front of the flame was like a shadow. And I mean, it looked like he was going good at this shadow. I'm going to show you because that's the energy that was around yesterday. I'm sitting there thinking, and this went on for about half an hour. So let me see if I can show you the video. Whether you can see it or not, I don't know, but let me just see if I can zoom in a bit on it. I don't know if you can see this, guys. Okay, so I'm going to try and just move it so that, I don't know if you can see the flame. You might not. Anyway. So, obviously got that out of your system, because it was 25 past midnight, and I thought, I'm just going to blow that flame out. It's just too distracting. It was, okay. Oh, okay, we're using romance angels. Okay. I saw deception and true love. And a beautiful white butterfly has just gone over. I haven't seen any butterflies for a while. Okay. Let's use the romance angels. It says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Well, that's a transition, isn't it? Doing things completely different than ways that you've ever done it before. So keep an open mind. Where am I? Okay, let me just focus. The romance angel sent you this card as a reminder to stay open to the possibility of your soulmate appearing in a form that may differ from what you expect. This is especially true if you tend to date a certain type of individual. You drew this card to help you discover your soulmate. This card may signal that you've already been introduced to this person, but have overlooked his or her romantic potential. Take the time to get to know the various individuals you meet, even if there isn't an initial attraction. At the very least, you will learn more about yourself and may make a new friend. And I really just think that that's about overlooking the potential of the divine feminine and the realisation now of actually wanting to follow suit. Let's get another one from here. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So this is experiencing the other side of the transition. It's like feeling more just alive. It's a new type of love. It most definitely is for our world to be able to experience this type of love. It's the whole purpose, kind of the purpose, is to be a representation of love, true love, especially within partnerships. I've already spoke about how, my own daughters, it's kind of like I broke the mould, the chain. I knew that I wasn't going to raise my children with the beliefs that I had, or I knew kind of what I needed to do with them. And I have every confidence, obviously, they go out there and share that, their joy, their happiness, their love and their laughter with others all the time. And, will raise their children however they choose to raise them. That's going to be fun to see. So, let me read it. New love. It's like a new love for this new world. The romance angels have sent you this card like a Valentine greeting, signalling the introduction of someone new into your love life. Perhaps you recently met this person and your interest was, what's this word? I'm just going to say heightened. I don't even know. I'm not going there today. This card validates that your connection was mutual and real. It is safe for you to explore it, and the romance angels will guide your actions accordingly. Of course, if you're already in a committed relationship, you'll want to consult your angels and perhaps a counsellor or other trusted person to get insight into your feelings. While running into the arms of a suitor may sound passionate, the reality of guilt after the affair will soon weigh heavily upon you. It's better to confront the issues within your present relationship that left your emotional doors open for someone else. This card can also mean that you'll soon meet a new person. In these cases, the romance angels are asking you to keep the faith that love is in your cards. You deserve love, and you're lovable. The angels guide you to be aware, as you never know when your partner will arrive. That's so funny. This morning, I was picking up on your energy, and I was singing like the Mercedes-Benz song, but it kind of wasn't like, I was giggling because it wasn't really like one of the lines that I thought used the word horses. So it's like, oh Lord, won't you send me a divine feminine? My friends all have horses. I must make amends. I worked hard all my lifetime with no help from my friends. Oh Lord, won't you send me a divine feminine? There you go. I was singing that this morning. Oh shit. Gets entertaining, don't it, man? Okay. Oh, yeah. Hard work. Oh, us divine feminines must come across as being quite hard work. But oh, so worth it. Okay. Let's get some, oh, I'm not going to sing anymore. Not today. Well, no, just not on camera, like now. Within like 15 minutes. Angels of Light cards. Oh, I love singing. Everything's kind of in song in my life. I live a musical. Okay. Let's see what message wants to come out. Gratitude. Your guidance is to count your blessings. When you say thank you to the universe for its gifts, it responds generously to you. Angel wisdom reminds you to say thank you for all that you have, the intangible as well as the tangible. Whenever you say thank you from your heart, more is bestowed on you, for gratitude is a key to opening the doors to universal abundance. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude and open yourself to receive love and plenty into your life. Your angels will smile on you. Affirmation: I am grateful for everything in my life. I was working with somebody the other day who really wants to she's like, I want to do what you do and I want to be able to speak it. And we was talking about how the flow of abundance comes in. So it was, you have to give without expecting. I suppose the way that we kind of got down to it was, you have to give without expecting the person that you're giving to actually give back to you. So it's quite a good little test to kind of do. So you give, and the universe will give back to you, but from another source. So you're really practicing this giving without the need for receiving, but then expecting to be, to receive, but via another stream. And you just kind of become more open-hearted, knowing that the more love and help, guidance, things that you can do. Okay, let's just say, I'll give you an example of what happened the other day. I was walking around the estate, and this family crossed the road, like kind of really zoomed in. And actually I was with the person that we was having like a really long coaching session, went out to walk, and she kind of picked up on it afterwards. She was like, wow, I've never seen anyone zoom in so much. They were just like, I'm going to speak to that woman and I need to speak to that woman. And they came zooming across the road, like, and in my face. I was on my way home, and it was like, and they were like, what's it like to live around here? Where are the homes? They were looking for the show home. There hasn't been a show home here for good couple of years. But they come to look at this show home, and I started selling them the estate. And I'm like, well, you're going to get what you're expecting to see. So obviously, and yeah. And just as I spent probably about 10 minutes with them, because they park their car kind of near the house. So, and there's lots of different walkways. And as I'm kind of walking, and we're kind of all the way down here there now, there was a wife, a husband, and a 19-year-old son. And the wife said, "You don't know where there's any toilets, do you?" And I automatically kind of just went, "No, there's not really any toilets." Now in my mind, it's like, you're going to offer, aren't you? You're going to take her home and let her use your toilet because they've travelled. And it's like, of course I am. But, I just went to her, "Come on." I said, "Come on, I'll just live up here. Come and use my toilet." And the girl I was with, she went, "I knew you'd do that." I said, I couldn't not do it. My soul wouldn't be able to live with that. Have you ever been outside and been stuck and really needed a toilet? It's not an issue letting the lady in my house to use the toilet. I have a downstairs toilet. So, be nice. That's what I want to say. Be nice. Imagination. Thoughts are the building bricks of life, or everything begins with a thought. Add creativity to two thoughts and you have imagination. The angels are inviting you to use the power of your creative imagination to expand your horizons and picture the life you want. When you hold a vision, the angels see the clarity of your intention and open doors to help you. The angel wisdom guides you to decide your desired outcomes. Be certain that you have the purest intentions. Then imagine your dreams and start the process of creation. That's perfect. So know what you want, okay? Have dream boards, goal boards in your mind. Just know the life that you're wanting, okay? Especially through this transition. And then go and kind of act, okay? And the universe will just deliver. So do these kindness acts without... there was something here it said... When you hold a vision, the angels see the clarity of your intention and open doors to help you. But be certain that you have the purest intentions. And that's why I said you have to give without needing to receive from that person. Because then we stop giving and it's just not of our nature. And so you give and you just know that you'll receive it back. So make sure you're in your giving and receiving mode. You're not just somebody that gives and gives and gives. It's just you're just expecting it back maybe from the wrong person. That's not how it works. Okay, I mean, you'll know the people that will appreciate, okay, and will actually show that appreciation to you. It's like you get that instant gratification. Okay. Serenity. Serenity bestows inner peace, tranquility, and calmness of mind. When you feel serene, you are your own person, for nothing and no one can bother, upset, or influence you. You are like a calm, clear lake, beautiful and peaceful to be with. Your quiet radiance brings hope and support to those who come within your aura. I was thinking about, I actually cuddled all these people as well, goodbye. Hard work to hang out with me. It's a bit full on. We didn't have to go down to the shop, and I go to my daughter, "Didn't we have fun?" And she's like, "Mum, we've just been to the shop." I said, "But that was fun, wasn't it?" So, just be in your aura, you'll attract the right people, okay? They just zoom in for you. That's sometimes why you need to take solitude, okay? To kind of go, whoa, it's like hectic when you go out. As you become deeply serene and still, you connect to the higher powers of the universe for divine guidance, and your path in life becomes smooth and flowing. Quietly ask your angel to hold you in serenity. Affirmation: I am serene and still. Okay, I've gone right off into story time. I think we should pull your Greek mythology card. We used the Divine Feminine card yesterday. So Let's pull a divine, well, yeah, a divine masculine card. Let's pull a divine masculine card. Hey, Mr. Maintenance Man's turned up. He done this yesterday. Oh, he seems to have stopped. Oh, okay. The garbage truck's been. He put in the bins away. They're very good round here. They put your bins out for you, put them away. They all have their own little area away from the house. So. Let's pull a card. Metis, wisdom. Now, Metis, I remember, Zeus swallowed Metis. Starting to get to grips with this now. Zeus swallowed Metis, and out came, because she was wisdom, and out came, can't remember her name, but let's read Metis. Metis was from a very ancient time and presided over all wisdom and knowledge until the coming of patriarchy and Zeus. Is that how you actually say it? It frustrates me when I don't actually know to pronounce words, and sometimes I don't go back, so it's best to do it. You really are hovering, aren't you? Did you go in my coffee? Where's your friend? Let me just put this word in. Patriarchy.
Patriarchy.
Yeah, patriarchy. Okay. Metis was from a very ancient time and presided over all wisdom and knowledge until the coming of patriarchy and Zeus. He used her magical powers and wise counsel to overthrow his father, and then married and swallowed her so that he might use her intelligence and thoughtfulness. It's like swallowing some of the divine feminine's medicine, isn't it? Okay. Wisdom, knowledge, intelligence and thoughtfulness. It's very Egyptian now. Whilst in Zeus's belly, Metis gave birth to Athena and transferred many skills to her. She also fashioned her warrior's daughter's armour, making her fully equipped and invincible for Athena's eventual birth from Zeus's head. What was that noise? Okay. But Metis remained inside the king of the gods, perhaps symbolising the transfer of feminine power to masculine lordship. Zeus then practised her supreme wisdom and prudence throughout his reign. I've got like a little hoverfly. He's gone. It's just on my hand. If you have drawn this card, it is because you are blessed with all the wisdom and knowledge of one of the Greeks' world's oldest and most astute goddesses. You can now draw from a deep well of foresight, magical power and intelligence. Okay, yeah, you know what to do. This is thank you. Show appreciation. You wouldn't believe how much that makes life easier. Somebody that comes and puts out your rubbish bins, makes sure that they're out, and as long as you don't take them out of the cupboard, it's happy days. The little things. These are Archangel Oracle cards. Healthy lifestyle. Archangel Raphael, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep and exercise regularly for optimal health. Okay, start having a look at your diet now. See whether or not start juicing. Maybe making some smoothies. It's perfect to get rid of salads now, isn't it? Maybe a nice summer soup. Healthy lifestyle. You are co-creating your health by following your inner guidance about lifestyle habits. I give you inner nudges to improve the way you eat or to exercise or rest more often. My prodding isn't to nag you or rob you of pleasure. Rather, my urgings are in response to your prayers for higher energy levels, increased well-being, weight loss, and a happier mood. When you take excellent care of your body, your outlook and self-esteem naturally blossom. Working with Archangel Raphael. Raphael is heaven's physician, and he prescribes preventive and curative medicines in the form of divine intervention and guidance. In the former, he swoops into the situation and surrounds it with his emerald green healing, light and love. And the situation is instantly healed. But in the latter, which is actually more common, Raphael will give you intuition and hunches, showing how you can help with the healing. We've got sensitivities come up again. We don't need to read this, come up yesterday. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honour yourself and your feelings. If you feel like crying, just cry. Just let it out. It will pass. When you allow it to flow, you just feel better. It won't, they will get shorter periods of time. You will get over it a lot quicker. You will kind of pull yourself out of that kind of energy and back into your happy mood. So you really just have to learn how to adapt to the energies and just feel what you're feeling. Outdoors again. Go outside, get some fresh air and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. You might have to push yourself to do it. Right, it's time. It's like, make yourself a promise that you're going to make the most of this summer. Let's get a sacred spirit, and then I'll end on You Got This cards. I think it's gone kind of quiet. I've got a fly sitting over there on the swing who's just kind of waiting. I don't know if he's listening. It just feels really quiet and still. Okay. There's an aeroplane up there and I can't even hear it. Let's see what the Sacred Spirit cards want to say. Astral Travel. Caution needed. Card number 3. Astral travel can be described as a willful out-of-body experience, allowing a person to observe their physical surroundings. Entering the gateway to the astral plane or astral realm with intention is a careful practice that must be aligned with intention, clarity, and soulful purpose. A sacred portal to hidden realms. Assessing the astral body allows you to travel and experience different realms of consciousness and universal experiences. I'm just going to stop because that's exactly what the reading yesterday was, is that the feminine you need to follow. So they're going into this different realm. Okay, it's like the opening the gateway. So clairvoyance, psychic abilities and spiritual communication all require astral realm connections. The Akashic records exist within this realm. Said this was the Akashic records here. The Akashic records exist within this realm and are guarded by sacred light keepers. With any astral travel, it is recommended to have a travel buddy with you, such as an ascended master or archangel, for added spiritual safety. I've said about having a buddy to be with, to bounce off of, kind of with the flow, the partnerships and alliances here. I feel it's like somebody to be on this journey with. Primarily, an astral experience allows individuals to be an observer, a witness to surroundings such as environments, past events, people, and our own forgotten experiences, including those long before our physical sense of visual or memory recall. I said it's all coming back to me now. Returning from an astral experience can leave everlasting impressions in our waking life, or it can leave you physically out of balance. While the soul is still tethered to our physical body via an invisible, energetic silver cord, anchoring the soul back into our physical body often requires a physical reset through spiritual or holistic practices. Astral information and experiences are affected by fear-based thoughts and energy frequencies. Keep your vibration high and alert your senses to any unwanted energetic connections that can influence you in a negative and spiritually abusive way. Right now, you've been asked to keep your spiritual radio tuned to listen for unwanted interference. Observe your surroundings and be aware of manipulation by others through psychic energy, speech, and planned social meetings. Caution is required in all areas of communication. Keep sensitive information confidential. The shadow aspect demonstrated lack of understanding and awareness of personal experience. The angel assistance is Archangel Michael, spiritual protection and safe travel. Affirmation: I am divinely protected. My soul is safe to explore my path with ease and grace. Be careful who you share your spiritual ascension with, especially in the earlier days. I was actually thinking about how many people, my family, so like my actual, the family I was born into, and most of actually my friends, anyone that I would kind of call a friend, is not even aware of really what I do. Yeah, so it's kind of like there's only a few select people actually that actually know what I do, pay an interest in what I do and want to know about it. The people I work with, they find me. So it's just easier to work with people outside of maybe your immediate network, and it just doesn't really work in the end. You actually want to talk about quite openly about what you do, and that's why kind of with the divine masculine and divine feminine, it's like you can do it alone, but it's so much easier when you have a buddy beside you who's kind of, you know, going through the experience with you. There's strength there. People start to take more notice, and more so as our masculines wake up and become divineness, realise their divineness, and start to set the example. Big impact. Yeah. Masculines have a lot of power down here, and with a feminine beside, that's where he'll draw his strength from to actually be able to speak the truth, but he'll be heard more than what the divine feminine will be. So that's how the kind of process works. Right, let's have a look at You Got This. You've got this. I've talked a lot today. I'm not sure what's came out. with the Astral Travel card as well. About a month ago, I was speaking to a masculine actually, and he was talking about how he felt he was flying. I think I was the only person he actually had told, but he said, I can fly. He said, it's like amazing. I can scoop down. I can scoop down kind of across the lakes. And sorry, in my mind was the Harry Potter scene with the, is it called the hippogriff? I'm not sure. When Harry jumped on Hagrid's buckbeat. The well-behaved rarely make history. Someone's got to take a stand. The rebellion. And he said to me, I can actually do it now, but I'm driving. I said, yeah, best not to. But he could actually connect and kind of, when my husband was going through his transition, he was fantastic at doing this, leaving his body. So whether it's like one of the traits that you guys tap into, maybe more so than the feminines, maybe meditation, and you can actually travel to different realms. So okay. So this feeling of wanting to talk about it, your experiences, needing to share your experiences and what you're experiencing with others, but you just know that it's impossible. Unless you just kind of want to, you know, hang yourself. Okay. So caution, I'm going to say, is warranted. It says caution needed about who you discuss your spiritual ascension journey with until you actually have the confidence and the clarity to not really care what people say. But then you'll find those people aren't even around you, so that there's no one to actually explain yourself to. You can do it if you put your mind to it. Oh, if you put your mind into it. You can do it if you put your mind into it. Think about the forefront. Picked up that word as well, didn't it? Forethought. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. Yeah, the world won't know what's hit it. Okay. It's a collective. It's going to have a massive impact. Hence why lots of divine masculines are now experiencing a lot of spiritual stuff and looking for the answers. Okay. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy the sunshine, but don't be out in it. Remember them hours between 11 and 3. Try not to be out in that. So you have enough sunshine inside you to keep you going. But I've got to try and find this cursor. Okay. Guys, have a fantastic day, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye for now.